Hey, hello, how's it going? Welcome on in tonight. Welcome to Wagworks GA. That's the channel. I am Jeff. You can also call me Wags, and yeah, we do art here. So if it's your first time joining us, little intro for me. I am actually half of a creative team with my wife Ashley. Jeff with a G, Ashley with an A. That's where we get the GA at Wagworks GA. And yeah, we work on kids' comics together for the most part. That's a wide range, so we do some stuff for grades like kindergarten through 5th grade. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good night. Oh, Frankie is fighting with Lily. Oh no. Oh no. Is he just being stubborn with stuff? You're still working? Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for joining from work. Wow. Yeah, welcome on in. Good to see you tonight. As I was explaining to anyone who's new here, yeah, we do stuff from like short educational comics for kindergarten through 5th grade. Then we do some more like middle grade, so ages 9 through 12 type stuff, more long form. As well as some general audience comics, and then of course video game fan art, which is what we're going to be working on tonight. Closing out the tills. Oh, that's right. It is closing time. Closing time over in Central Time Zone. Like on one hand, I don't miss closing shifts from jobs, but on the other hand, it was nice, the piece of it. I'll never forget working at a shoe store in high school, and like just looking out at the empty mall was kind of awesome and peaceful. A little bit random, but yeah. Anyway, I hope your closing is going well. Oh, you normally open on Thursdays? Please tell me you did not open and close today. That would be awful. Oh, good. Okay. At least there's that. Traded shifts. Gotcha. Oh, that's right. I was gonna ask you, how was the fair? It sounded like it was gonna be pretty awesome. So I hope you had a good time. That's awesome. I am glad you had a good time there. Let's see. While I'm doing all this, I can probably, I think, oh. So, I don't know how many of you ended up being backers for the anthology project that we're a part of, which I'll drop that command right now. So we were part of we're part of this group of kids creators, Kids Comics Unite, and we made our first ever anthology. We crowdfunded it over on Kickstarter. We funded it within like 5 days or something like that. It was pretty fast, actually. I think it was faster than that even. And so the book, we finished it. It went off to the printers, and if you were a backer, you probably got the update, the very exciting update yesterday, that the book has been printed and is now, I think it's going to be shipped from China to the US sometime in the next, it'll be departing sometime in the next week-ish. It's going to be a slow ride getting here, apparently. But it's printed on the way, and the publisher actually shared with us, and this was in the backer update, but I will pull it up to share as well, because it's pretty awesome stuff, if you ask me. Just a second there. All right. So yeah, apologies to anyone who's already seen this. But let me bring this over into OBS. Of course, I didn't plan any of this to start with. Hey Frank, good to see you. Welcome on in. I hear you had to have some words with Lily. This is what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I swear. So you probably saw this, Frank. But yeah, the printer shared a video with us. All right, here we go. Yeah, this is it. So I take it was not fun times with Lily. Yeah, this is a printed copy of the book, you guys. This is the thing. Yeah, this is from the publisher. Our friend Patrick shared this because he's been working with a lot of that stuff and doing a lot of our social media. I guess he's more the marketing side than the design and printing. But yeah, this is the book. I didn't quite catch our comic in the page through, but I definitely saw our name in the index there. But yeah, that's the book. It's real. It's a thing, guys. There's a physical book, and it's soon to be on its way to the States. So we're thinking I think they said it may not be till anywhere from mid to late October, or even towards November, that it gets to our fulfillment partner, White Squirrel, who will then get everything shipped out to the backers. So the book exists. It's a real thing. It's within the next week or so, it will be on its way stateside. And I think we're now looking at maybe November-ish, early November-ish, mid-November-ish, somewhere in that range, where the books will be getting into the hands of backers. So it's super exciting. We're very happy to see it coming this way. This project started a year and a half ago. Like, I want to say it was March or February of 24 that KCU had the first meeting of like, hey, we're going to make a thing. We're going to make an anthology. How do we do it? And it was like a year of, well, it was months of getting like the structure of how we were going to coordinate with 30 to, at that time, it was almost 50 creators that were going to be contributing. And we had to figure out like, okay, we need to split into teams to like break up the work. What are the teams going to be? Who's going to be where? How, like, what's the theme of the book going to be? How do we even choose? Like, what if we have to choose to cut people? Like, we just had no idea. But we didn't have to cut anybody. Everybody made it in. The book looks fantastic. The spot gloss on the cover, we're so excited for. Yeah, it's a thing. It exists. So that's my most exciting update tonight. What else? Coming up, I think we don't have we don't have any set in stone date yet, but around the week of the 15th, we will be officially launching our first issue of the new format of CoreToons. So if you're subscribed to the Substack, which I'll get that command dropped. If you're subscribed to the Substack, emails will still continue. We will still be sharing content, like some content for free that way. The summer preview issue is up for free as well on our website, actually. We haven't been directing people to our CoreToons website yet. But Sarah, one of our team members, has been working very hard on that. And now it's together. The summer previews there. There's still a few things left to go, but like you can read some of our comics there. Some of the pieces are coming together. So if you don't like Substack, you can also see CoreToons comics there. Comics will be posted there also over time. We're putting a lot of effort into this digital magazine format, which we've attached a price to it, but we've also tried to make it pretty easy for folks to get it for free if they want. So there's more details about that on the site as well. It's we want to attach a value to the work, and someday it would be amazing to actually generate, like profit or money just to pay for some of the things that we've sunk into it. But we still want people to be able to get it for free. So we've made sure to include some pretty simple ways in there. Don't let Frank lie about anything. Frank immediately lies. Well, Fallen, have a safe trip home. Yeah. Be safe. Congratulations on closing out. You haven't even left. At least I did call that one out. I'm getting better. Usually I just blatantly believe anything that Frank says at first. Which, I should know better by now, but somehow I don't. Okay, so that's CoreToons Anthology. I think that's everything. It's been a pretty busy time. I do want to mention, this is, not, nobody asked me to endorse this. But as you probably all know, I'm a big fan of Games Done Quick. They are a channel here on Twitch, so just Games Done Quick, all one word. But they are also an amazing organization that puts on charity speedrunning events, including some awesome marathons going on. They do the two big ones that are 24 hours a day, for basically a whole week in the spring and summer. But they also have several other awesome events that they kick off, including one that starts this Sunday, which is Flame Fatales 2025. The Frame Fatales are their group of all femme speedrunners. So anyone who identifies as female is considered a part of that. And they do some really, not only are they incredibly talented speedrunners, but like some of their like set pieces and skits that they do in between during their marathon are just really funny and really well done. It's just an incredible crew, and they'll be benefiting Malala Fund. So that kicks off this Sunday, September 7th, and I think the kickoff stream starts at 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, check it out. Their schedule is over at gamesdonequick.com, which I'll drop that link on in to the chat for you to feel free to check out yourself. Actually, hold on a second. Okay. So yeah, it's really simple. It's just gamesdonequick.com. You can also view the marathon there, but if you're here on Twitch already, you can just watch it on Twitch as well. It's great. But just an outstanding organization. The Frame Fatales group is incredible. It's the same deal. So artists, I didn't do any submissions for this one, but artists make awesome prizes that are submitted. So if you donate during the marathon, during certain blocks, you're entered to win awesome, amazing video game stuff. And again, you're helping Malala Fund, which is another incredible cause. So yeah, if you are so inclined, please check it out. You've seen more GDQ stuff? Like what? I mean, I know they run other events. They do like Unapologetically Black and Fast is a good one. Usually that's around MLK. They're launching more stuff. They were just at PAX West last week. So they actually had a stage over there at the con, and we're doing speedrunning. Yeah, they run streams pretty much every day. During the week, it's like 7 o'clock Eastern. Their show, it's Hotfix is what they call it, is their regularly scheduled content, non-marathon. But it's pretty great stuff. Just seeing some of the amazing runs that they line up there. And sometimes you'll even get to see things that are going to be in the marathon. But yeah, like most weeknights starting around 7 p.m. and then most weekends, I think starting around 2 p.m. Eastern time, they're typically on. So, yeah, check it out. I probably don't need to go into more detail about how much I like Games Done Quick, and how they're the entire reason that I'm on Twitch and all that, but they're great. I do pieces for them for their big events because that's about what I can fit in twice a year. I try to do donation prize art. So you'll be hearing more about them, especially when they their next big mainline marathon is starting in January. I want to say January 7th ish. That's Awesome Games Done Quick. So when they release that games list, we'll be taking a look. I'll be getting into high gear on whatever piece I'm going to do for that. I'm going to try to be much faster this time so I can actually get it to them before the start of the marathon, unlike last time. It's okay. Yeah, what else? That is... I think that's it. All right, let's go ahead and warm up, actually, because if there's anything else, I'll probably think of it. So let's go to warm up. So I warm up by drawing Pokemon. I used to just get the cards out, but I started kind of running through most of the cards, unique cards that we had in the house. So I've switched over to Random Pokemon Generator, which you can find at randompokemon.com. What am I doing right now? What am I even doing? Okay, there we go. All right. I found it. I found my art overlay. It's good times. So yeah. Yeah. Yep. That's not Random Pokemon Generator. That's Games Done Quick. There we go. All right, here we are. Yeah, so I'm gonna have this generate 3 random Pokemon. I like to do basic Pokemon. We may switch it up as I start to run through, but we've got like 1,000 Pokemon to be fair, so we're in pretty good shape. You're welcome and encouraged to join along. Pick one of the 3. If you are doing it digitally or want to like grab a picture and post it, please go ahead and post it on Instagram and tag us. We are WagWorksGA, same as the channel name here. I would love to see your stuff and even share it if you would so like me to do. But more than anything, it's just this is a chance for me to loosen up. I work a day job in front of a computer and don't get to do art for most of the day, so it helps me to loosen up a little bit and get my brain into art mode. So with all that, let's go ahead and generate a random Pokemon. All right, we have Metatite, Alolan Grimer, and Pawmi. I'm going to choose Pawmi because I have a little bit of a Paldea bias right now. Yeah. So those are your options. Everyone take a good look doing Grimer. It's a good one. I do like that one. And then the Alolan Muck is really cool because it's like rainbow colored. They did some really fun variations, especially for Alola. But I like how they're doing the regional variants now. All right. So I'm giving everyone another 10 seconds or so to pick which one you're gonna do. Also, if you're warming up, you can draw whatever you want. You don't have to draw the Pokemon. You can draw anything. Really, it's just that art is fun. Yeah. Okay. So I think that'll do it. We'll go ahead and clear this on out. I'm gonna go grab a quick reference to have in the window because that is handy. Oh man, I didn't realize that shiny Pawmi is pink. That's super cute. All right, dropping in my reference, naming my layers in hopes that I will manage to not draw on the wrong layer this time. Excuse me. All right, there's that. Bringing up my timer. Okay, so it's a 5-minute warm-up. We're not doing anything too crazy or detailed. It's really just to loosen up, and I'm gonna aim to get basically a decent sketch that I'm happy with that I might develop down the road, right? So, timer starts now. All right, is this, oop, there we go. Clip Studio or my computer rather, was deciding to lag out on me for a second. All right. All right, so I don't wanna, okay. So one of the things is I really like to draw do my Pokemon warm-up of sleeping Pokemon. One, it's cute. Two, it gives me kind of this easy, I know vaguely how I'm gonna draw them, so I don't have to spend as much time figuring that out. And three, like, I kind of already started down that road, and once you've started down the road, that's a way easier thing to continue, and you kind of build a nice collection. So that's what I'm doing. One thing that's interesting is this pose is pretty sleepy already, which makes it a little bit interesting to try to not just copy the pose in the official artwork, which technically nothing wrong with, but I am looking to kind of get myself thinking a bit more spatially. So having to do some manipulation of the character is, for me, helpful. Alright. Just gonna tweak. You know that thing that I said about drawing on the wrong layer and how I wasn't gonna do it? Okay, that was a lie, and I'm sorry. But it's all good. I'm just gonna one, adjust that, and then two, actually get this on a separate layer. Goodness gracious. Silly old man. What? How dare you call me silly? I don't know where I was going with that. Okay, now that I got that sorted out. There's not a crazy lot to Pawmi now that I look at it. I mean, you've kind of just got the ears and the little, like, hair tuft, but really it's pretty simple Pokemon. Especially if you're just drawing the eyes closed. There is the tail. Let's see if there's a better reference for the tail while I'm looking at it, because that's not the clearest view. I mean, I guess maybe some of the evolutions are the better way to see it, because the official art just doesn't really want to show a whole lot. There's a card too. Okay. It's pretty much what it looks like. I just wanted to make sure. So Frank, it's been a week or two. How you doing? It is good. It is good to see you. Hi, you're old. No, you are. Okay, I'm actually pretty happy with this sketch layer. I'm gonna move on, even though the timer is probably gonna go off any second now. But I'm gonna start on pencils because I can. That's why. Oh, you were dead. Yeah, I heard you were helping with the mail route again. I know that was not a favorite activity. I'm glad. I hope that you have found yourself free of it. Alright, and actually... Okay, that is indeed timer, so pencils down. How long did you have to help out with the mail route? Okay, I think there's still some adjustment that I'll need to do on this one if I ever pick it back up again. I like the general idea of the pose. I don't think I got the body proportion quite right. I made the head very large and cute, but I think the actually the body should be larger than the head, looking at the official art, and I kind of missed that. So good to note. I definitely have something I can do if I come back to this later, which, you know, maybe. I've come back to many of my, not many, some of my warm-up illustrations and actually finished them. So we'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, I am going to save it so I can come back to it sometime if I want. Oh goodness, today is, what, like the 4th? It's the 4th. Okay, so that's good. So now we're, you know, getting ready to jump back into our main piece for the night, which maybe we'll finish. We're getting pretty close. I'm adding in the extra background Pokemon, and that's mostly where we're at. You got to do Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So, well, I'm glad at least you are clear of that by a few days and free. Was it any better this time around? All right, so yeah, this is what we got. We got our Chandelure. I'm quite pleased with how that came out. I'm pretty happy with all the background stuff. You're applying for every job in the known universe, but what about the unknown universe? Just saying. Like what kinds? Like just kind of anything that's open. And also, man, you know, wishing you lots of luck with that. It's I hear it's pretty brutal out there. So yeah, and I have several more Pokemon just that I wanted to kind of add in the background as part of the overall feel. Just like these kind of fun little treats to throw in. Nothing really. Nothing too detailed. You know, you can see Pumpkaboo there is kind of what I'm going for. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a Murkrow in the background. I have no idea what I was going for with that one. Yeah. Applying to a lot of pet places so you can take Lily. That's good thinking. I like that. I'm sure she does too. Although, has your recent dispute with Lily changed anything? Alright, so I think I'm just gonna start jumping in. Yes. So let's see. I will be working again. I'd done a really cool, like I liked, it was a bit more of a purpley orangey background color, but then I realized that because that palette was independent of the Chandelure palette, which I tried to use the official palette for that, they didn't quite go together as well. So I have a correction layer in here. I'm going to turn that off while I'm working and then turn it back on after I finish. She's okay for now, but she better watch herself. So this was the original like orangey, peachy, purpley background. And that's okay. But it doesn't tie in as well with the Chandelure as after I did the adjustment and darkened it a little bit as well. Kind of tweaked it a little bit more indigo, violet-ish, and pinkish, peachish. It wasn't a crazy amount of correction, but it was enough to make a difference. Alright. What color did I make the lines? Oh, that's what I did. Right. Okay. Well, why don't I just use that color to start with? Okay, so who do I want to draw first? Maybe the Hoot. Let's do Hoot. Sorry, I'm just wondering, I'm looking at my layers and trying to remember what I actually did here. Cool. All right, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. All right, so we'll do a vector layer for my lines. Maybe this? Is this the purple? I think this is the purple. What is this for? It's for fun. It's just for fun. I don't know what was with that laugh. That was weird. Like a very wheezy old man laugh for a second there. What's this for? Like crazy cackle. It's for fun. So yeah, this Chandelure was one of my warm-ups. This was before I did the sleeping thing as much, and I just did as kind of a more standard art pose. And at one point, maybe last year, because this was like 2 years ago, I did the warm-up. Last Halloween, because I think I actually streamed on Halloween, I came back and did some of it, and then I never touched it again until we were coming here. I had a break between some CoreToons work, and I was just like, you know what? We're heading into fall and Halloween season, so why not bring this piece back and do something with it, actually finish it out. So that's what I'm doing. I'm finishing that thing. Yeah, it is fun. Someday I'd love to table at a con and maybe actually have prints of some of these, and I feel like this would be such a good print to do as well. I like this song. This one. Oh, it's Songstorms stuff. Yeah. Yep. Just a moment. Yeah, fair. All right, cool. So, let's go back, check my anti-aliasing. It's been interesting. I had an old license for the Clip Studio 1.0, and I ended up deciding to share that with the kids. So I installed that on the family computer, but because we use OneDrive to sync stuff, like all the brush settings, like the last used brush and colors, all sync between my art computer and then that one, and so it's I just have to pay attention. You know. All right, I have a Hoot reference. Oh goodness. There we go. There's Hoot. What is my brush size even? Just gonna double check this against this guy. Pretty close. Maybe 10? We'll check 10. Make sure I'm on my vector layer. Good. That's all right. First we'll get this nice shape going. I'm actually gonna lift it up a little bit. I can wait for a second. That's not quite it. What do I want to be doing? I mean, I don't want it to be an exact replica of the official art, but it is just kind of hanging out in a tree. How do I make this different? But circling back to the comment you made like 5 minutes ago, Frank. Yeah, you for fun. I try to make sure I balance in some work that's just for fun. It's hard because now with doing CoreToons and trying to do pieces for, donation pieces, I want to make time to do another superhero project poster this month. So it's hard. It feels a lot of times like, oh, my art time can't be just for me. I need to be doing something with it or moving one of these other things forward. But I feel like I'm realizing, and I've realized over the years, that if I don't go back and do stuff that's just for fun or just because I wanna, it kind of sucks the joy out of it. So I need to be cognizant of that. What have you been working on lately, Frank? Maybe the Hoot will be watching. I mean, I have it like this, and that's fine, but it's fine. It's in the background. It's okay if it's a little bit. No, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Your life? You've been working on your life? That would make sense, that especially with, you know, all the job applications, there's less time for art. You're too broke. Did helping out with the mail, was that any assistance with that, at least? I hope. Maybe I'll have him opening his mouth at least. Something like that. That kind of works. I was happy with this line layer. Why don't I just do this like as basically a pencil layer? I'll get this figured out and then I'll come back and re-ink it a little tighter. I think that's gonna have to be what I do. Because otherwise, it's too easy just to never be happy with it. But I feel like if I'm trying to change some stuff around, I need to give myself a little freedom to do that. I mean, this may seem... I don't know if this seems like a dumb idea, but like, have you thought about like doing more streaming? Like, you seem like you know how to do it and how to get a following. Like, you definitely know what you're doing. I would imagine if you've gotten kind of bored of it. I mean, not to be horrible, but I feel like such is the fate of most jobs. But if it's something that you are already clearly like skilled at that could help you out, that's just a thought. I know streaming as an actual full-time career is a very hard thing to achieve. It's hard to keep it sustainable, but I don't know. You've given me a lot of great advice. You've mentored so many other people. It just seems like you could probably... It could be something that helps you. And then kind of put these guys in. Probably more like that. Something there. That's pretty good. Scoot it up to make room for the legs, which are a little bit longer than I was accounting for. I kind of like the wings coming out like that. It's like everything about this Pokemon is fairly round and soft, except for the feet, which are like kind of terrifying. Look at those. Look at those feet. Although to be fair, I'm also like a little terrified of ostrich feet in real life. They just look like dinosaur feet. Aside from the one while you were still here, Fallen, I'm not sure there were actually any lies. I think it was pretty, yeah, pretty truthful. There we go. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. Do I just clean this up? Will this work? This might actually work. I thought I was gonna have to clean it up a bit more for lines, but I could probably live with these lines. That's exciting. See, when you just give yourself a little room to breathe, you know? Sometimes something awesome happens. Except that one. Only when he tries to get you to play peak. Okay, let's try going with this. Let's try doing that. And if I remember correctly, what I did for Pumpkaboo is I actually just used kind of the palette that I had going from this piece already. You don't... Wow, that's huge. I've heard your discussion of how much you dislike it. That's really impressive. Frank, you gotta keep her. Alright, set that reference, get my raster layer underneath to fill. Label my layers, maybe. So let's try. Boop, boop. Okay, that's okay. And we'll use like what color? Is that the purple I want? Let's try it. Okay, that could work. I don't know why that word came out so weird from my mouth, but... Oh, I agree. If he doesn't for some reason, I don't know what he's thinking. Wrong layer, don't you know? No. Color history. Let's go with that. All right. Okay, where did I pick that color from again? There? Interesting. All right. So Frank, I did see you might have some interesting weather heading your way, depending on what happens and exactly where things go with the hurricane heading towards the Baja right now. Not so much that you're gonna get hurricane or tropical storm stuff, just all the moisture. You could see some rain. Could be heading your direction. It's not real soon, actually. Let's go tropical tidbits. So it's Hurricane Lorena. Yeah, it's actually already not quite. Oh, the official forecast has really veered away. Earlier, the official forecast was still heading directly into the Baja. There's a lot of uncertainty in this one. Let me just. Yeah, so like really catfishing your weather. No, well, so if you go back earlier in the day, I can actually find the NHC forecast if you want to see. But for a while, it had it actually heading through the Baja. Now it's looking like it's actually heading out to sea. But like the models are not really sure what's going on. There's not 100% certainty with it. I don't know if you can see the spaghetti plots, but yeah, I was reading some of the discussion on it and just noticing that if it does in fact head this way, it could send a whole lot of moisture your way. It's already, dropping down below tropical storm status. So the strength of the storm isn't the thing so much as the moisture. You're getting a spaghetti storm. I mean, it's pretty much, cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Yeah, it's already kind of moving. It's not even really well defined at this point. Hold on a second. Let's look at NHC. Yeah, so this was actually not too long ago. It was let's do with the line. Yeah, for quite a while they had it heading straight on in. And the track has really only shifted just these last few forecasts. Yeah. Okay, well, hopefully then it'll just stay far away from you, and that's awesome. So But I guess I looked earlier, like around midday, before things had really shifted a bit more. But yeah, it's getting a lot less certain, that's for sure. It's interesting. We got Kiko out here that may actually hit Hawaii. And then, of course, you know, we're all watching this guy here, which should probably develop into Gabrielle within the next week. Yeah. Frank, I'm gonna cry. I don't have that kind of budget for my stream. I mean, it's you know, Wagworks GA Enterprises is not that wildly successful, sadly. I still do want to commission you for an emote, although again, I don't think I can do 200. And if that's your price, I respect that 100%. But I may not be able to afford that. Chef really doesn't invest in talent development. I hardly invest in my own talent development. Alright, what is the darkest color I can pick here? Let's go color history. You maybe? Let's try that. Think of it this way, Jeff. I'm just curious at this point to see where this is going. Unlimited access to Frank B&B, because that's how much your rent is going to be. Okay, so I do need. This is okay. I'm all right with this piece so far with the Hoot Hoot that I've drawn. Label that layer, set to multiply. Okay. Okay. So have you found a place that you want to be? Like, in terms of looking for apartments? I actually need to get rid of this line here and then fill in. No. Okay, that looks good. Thank you for the excellent modding. I see how you get your rate. Super fast. You are quick. The landlord doesn't like barking dogs. Wait. Oh, the guinea pigs. Yeah, I feel like that's not like a audible outside of the house noise. At least from my experience with my friend who had guinea pigs. I've been not loud enough. Oh, right. So you're looking for like a dog sitter for if you were working a full-time job. Makes sense. So now, right now, are you still kind of primarily looking for just whatever you can find while you build out like your coding portfolio? If I'm remembering correctly. Actually, this curves would be more like that. Now, actually, I see that we are at right at 11 o'clock. Well, 11:03 technically. What I'm gonna do, I've been doing this lately, and I kind of like it. I'm gonna take a quick break for a couple minutes, and I will put us on Be Right Back. I will run a 1-minute ad break to kind of head off any more pre-roll, and then I will be right back in about 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Let's go with that. So yeah, I will be right back. See you all in a few. All right, we're back. I hope you had a good break. Yeah, let's hop back in. Okay, still shading this, trying to make it look vaguely similar. Oh, the shadow's not quite right, is it? I see it now. All right, I can fix that. I can fix this problem. Because it'd be a little bit more. Yeah. At least for the main body, it would make sense that the light would be more like this. Because I really just want to get some of that nice glow from the sunset going on in here. And then on this wing, it would be a little bit more up top then. Okay. Okay. I think that's good. I might also just do a little quick kind of. Actually, not that color, but. That, okay. That's all pretty good. Let me do something a little bit more like this. I know it doesn't need to be perfectly realistic, just want to get it kind of where it's not distracting, I guess. Okay, that's all right. That's okay. Let's work with that. Then I will. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I will add a highlight layer. Using soft light as my mode. Yeah. 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 Turn off Chandelure for a second. Pick a nice color there. Okay. Okay. Add. That little bit there. Ooh, I like that. I love that. It's lovely. Boop. And maybe, just maybe, get away with a little bit here. Not quite what I wanted. Ooh, wait, what if? Ooh, I like that. I do like that. Alright, can I erase these little guys right here? They just kind of... Okay. Okay. That is acceptable. I can live with that. Oh. Maybe just a hint of it on this here. Just give it like a little bit of something. If I had $1 billion laying around, I would definitely consider sharing some of it with you, my friend. I do not in any way possess anything like that amount of money. Yeah, this is dumb and not an actual help, but I did see that Powerball is up to like what, 1.7 billion? I don't know. I don't really do the lottery. I just see the news stories about it. But that's a big number. Just trying to see if I had it anywhere in my news stories handy. But, no. Don't see it handy. That's the best shot I have for you at $1 billion. Okay. We have two Pokemon in the background. We're doing great, guys. We're doing so good. We're just awesome. Oh, I like it. Yay. Okay. Okay. Let's keep going. Who is next? I was gonna do a Ghastly. I was gonna do 2 bats. I'm pretty sure that's a Murkrow. I don't know. I should probably do something over here on the right side just to make it a little more balanced, because it's not super balanced right now. Alright, something like this. Here's a ball. He's a ball guy. Little bally guy right there. That is definitely... I started drawing, but I never created a layer for it, so that's a little embarrassing. He's actually going to be behind. Okay. Maybe I'll draw him and then move him behind. That sounds fine to me. If you became a mercenary fighting for hire, when would you ever see her? You'd always be out on your next mission. It's really a practical thing, don't you think? See? Yeah. I mean, there's also the hazardous line of work in general, and, you know, has its other downfalls. But, you know, at the very least, the practical consideration, you never be around. You want to be an armed guard? Have you ever done work like that before? I don't know the answer to this question. I'm just curious. And also, what makes you want to do that? Actually, that eye is not that eye is not quite right. Something's not right there. Yeah. There we go. I think that's better. Okay. Because you asked him not to do it. This checks out. So I might actually have to do the glowy aura around him a little bit differently. Yeah. I mean, that's fair. I feel like a lot of security is actually just your presence is the deterrent. Jeff said I'm allowed. Wait, I did. Listen. Clearly, you are a grown-up. You are free to make whatever choices you feel you need to make in your life. However, you know, also, I don't want to see any harm come to you. That's you know, my take. No matter how good you are at a job like that, you know, there's inherent risk, and that's no fun. Out there, I am the... Yes, but there's also, you know, people who wish to break the law. And if you're the law, that means they wish to break, you know, you. And that doesn't sound, you know, the best. I've never died before. Checks out, checks out. But also, like, you wouldn't want to? Right? That's one of those things where even once is pretty problematic. Just saying. Wait, are you like the Highlander? Please tell me you know what that is, and that I'm not just old. You have 100% life success rate. Your track record speaks for itself. I don't know why I got so enthusiastic saying that. That was weird. You're old, dang it. You know what Highlander is, right? 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 It's where they're like, there's the race of immortals like intermixed with humanity, and they fight with swords. The only way to kill them is they like chop each other's heads off and absorb each other's powers. Oh, only because of Magic the Gathering. There were the movies, of which I only saw like the first movie fully, and Sean Connery was in it, which was cool. But then also there was the series, which was on late afternoons, and when I was in like high school, I would oftentimes have that on in the background while I'm doing homework, because apparently that's conducive to doing homework. Maybe. Kind of. Anyway, whatever. It was good. Listen, Frank, all that I would say is like, okay, clearly you're good at talking with people, not just, you know, in chat, but I've heard you on your own channel. You're entertaining. You bring people in. You have skills in this area. You also know programming. You're working on a programming portfolio, right? So there's that. Also, you do art. You have a lot of other talents that seem like they could help you more than just like being armed and looking big and potentially putting yourself in harm's way. You could win big on the Magic the Gathering circuit. Who knows? I mean, yes, that's definitely a skill. There is that. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like, yeah, you could try to do it as like one of those fallback type career things, but like also, you know, why would you if you didn't have a real a strong interest or passion in it? That's all I'm saying. You know, like, much respect to the people who do that. I'm not in any way like trying to comment on the line of work. It's just you are putting yourself in potential harm's way. Like, the reason that people hire guards is because something needs to be guarded, and you know, there are ostensibly people who are trying to get that thing, or would want to, if there was not said deterrent. So I don't know. This is my boomstick. Oh my gosh. So clearly you have seen Army of Darkness. You haven't seen it? You just quote it? Fair enough. It's a very quotable movie. It's one of those ones I feel like just kind of like the all the quotes made it into the popular lexicon pretty easily. I mean, it's been that way since, you know, my childhood. I certainly quoted it a bit. Back in the day. I'm a weather boy. Fair. Weather individual. Within the last calendar year, or at least attempted. We have a pretty good field, like in a county park, pretty close to within walking distance of us. So, I mean, they're not like fancy kites; they're like the dollar store kites or whatever. But yeah, we took them out. tried to get them in there in the air. This Loosey Goosey is kite themed. Oh, I'm excited to see. What's so what's kind of the storyline you've got going? I know I should not use the anti-aliasing on the brush, but I do really like the line quality it gives on the outside. It's just a pain to fill behind it. Ugh. You'll see. I'll see. You might actually finish in time. Nice. Well, you'll probably finish it before I finish this piece. I was hoping to finish tonight. We'll see. I mean, it's kind of one of those things where I could just be done whenever, but I sort of planned all these other Pokemon to draw in, so I feel like I need to see that through. Also, I just like drawing them, so that's, you know, fun. I thought about actually animating it after I finished the piece. Although for some of the, like the Murkrow, if it's like an actual flapping wing situation, that would be a little bit of additional animation. I've been working on a little bit, just some really simple stuff for CoreToons, using the more traditional animation. So I could probably do it in Clip, as long as it's not too complicated of an animation. But I could probably pull it off. But I don't know. I mean, this is my third stream this year working on this piece. Fourth if you count the one that I did last Halloween. So maybe we're all tired of this at some point and I should just finish it and move along. I know I've certainly worked on things longer. I think the Kingdom Hearts 2 piece that I still haven't finished, I think I was up to like 12 streams on it just because of the ridiculous amount of detail in the architecture. I'll finish that one someday too. Maybe a potential GDQ piece. That'd be nice. They often have Kingdom Hearts games, so it could come back in. And that one with the sunset that I have planned for it would make a really nice excuse me. A really nice blanket type vibe. That could be cool. Okay, how do I want to do this? I want to light, soft light, and then bring it. So if I turn that off. Okay, I'll definitely be adding some glow to it as well. Okay, but I do need to add shadows. Rick Ghastly we got over here, very good. What is going on over here? Missing a flat color, maybe? Maybe. Yeah, that's all that was going on there. Okay. Easy enough. All right. We'll do a highlights layer. Put this to layer. Whoa. Wait, wrong way. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Race to the finish now, old man. $37 to drop 4 Pokemon. I could do it. This is madness. But I will endeavor my best and endeavorage. I don't know what I'm doing. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yep. Yep. Not sure about that. Hold on. Oh, where you are? That's exciting. Operation Get Fallen to New Mexico. Seems like it's coming together pretty well. Okay, let's do this. Add glow, do that, do that. Make sure I'm clipping that to the layer below. I mean, that is one nice thing about working with pet jobs is like most places people are gonna have pets and need people who either, you know, can sell pets, care for pets, all the things. What if I don't? Whoa, that got intense, but I like it. We're gonna keep it. Just dial it back a little bit. And then Ghastly will go behind the tree. Just gonna test this once again with a color adjustment. It's pretty good, pretty good. And we'll add Chandelure back in. Okay, I think that's all right. We're almost there. You already applied the vets and towels and pet balloon's gonna steal your job. Well, do you have any experience in veterinary work, pet care? Because I'm guessing that she, you know, would probably have the more applicable experience in that case. Okay, I just have Zubats and Murkrow. No, he applied for front desk positions posted. Gotcha, gotcha. I mean, see previous comments about working well with people. Can't steal a job because you need it first. Fair. Fair. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the no beep 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 beep. There we are. I know what I'm doing. I know perfectly well what I'm doing. Alright. Next up is Zubats. They're going to be also behind the trees, but I will draw them in front of the trees at first and then move that layer. I remember the commercials for them. Maybe I got a free sample of one at some point in time, but I didn't. I don't think we got zoo books per se. But yeah, everyone knows the tiger poster, right? Like that's just kind of their claim to fame. Right, I need to create a vector layer first, don't I? Are you trying to slow me down? From Draw Lucy from memory. Lucy, like from Peanuts? Wait. You're trying to stall me. Oh, Lucy Goosey. Oh, gotcha. Oh, you mean the one that makes more sense because it's actually your character. Listen, if we're in the middle of a heated race, I can't stop now. I gotta keep it going. Also, please do recall that there are 0 actual stakes to this race. This is just for fun. Also, when do you want to finish that comic we were drawing on Magma? Like, I just realized how thoroughly we have abandoned that poor comic. Next week? Maybe, yeah. I don't think there's anything else that I need to be working on pressingly next week, so perhaps next week would be good. No, something's not quite right there. Jeff can't draw Lucy. My one weakness. Okay, so it'd be about there. Just... Frank, are you having trouble? Is this what's happening? Are you concerned that you are not going to finish your comic before I finish this? If so, let me just kindly remind you that also, rarely does anyone have to worry about not finishing something before me. Well, you mentioned kites. So I know one possibility then also would be that there are, trees in it. And trees do add a significant level of detail, even if you do try to do them pretty quickly. Maybe... There we go, something like that. Yeah, that works for me. What is this track? I really like it. Happy Paradise from Beats. So this is clearly a remix of Streets of Rage music? Interesting. So fun fact, in school, like not this week, but the week before, the kids were learning about bats, and I always forget that like these things are their fingers, and that is cool but also terrifying. Could you imagine having a finger that long? I know they didn't study the anatomy of a Zubat, to be fair, but I'm assuming it's similar. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well there's one Zubat. All right. That came out okay. I'm happy with that. Just do more. Just do more. But also like smaller. Explain what a union is? Like employment union? That kind of union? Not like a geometric union. Well, it's when a bunch of workers in a specific field realizing that there is power in numbers, unite together to help ensure fair working conditions and prevent employer abuse of workers. That's the short version, I guess. I mean, it makes sense. I feel like it's one of those things. I mean, maybe I learned a little bit. I learned it in school, but like, you don't really see the practical or real world applications of it until you're in a situation where there is a union. It's the National Weather Service actually has the federal employees, of which I am not one. They've got a union, a pretty strong one actually, and it definitely helps serve them, at least until recently, from getting kind of trampled on, which is nice. There were definitely some situations as a contractor where I did not have some of those protections, and we got bullied a little bit. not throwing anybody under the bus. Oh, did you do cake decorating? That's really awesome. Oh, very nice. I've heard a lot of good stuff about Sam's Club cakes, actually. Specifically Sam's Club. The cakes are great, the management is not. Isn't that their slogan? Secretly, yes. Fair. Oop, that's not what I want to do. Like, our kids are a little obsessed with, I think the actual YouTube channel is Tasty Plus, but then it's like a compilation of TikTok videos, and I think Yum Up is the TikTok channel. Anyway, it's all these cake decorating videos, and yeah, the kids just love them. I do too, I just don't have as much time to watch. Ooh, wait. Well, not that experience. I mean, it just takes time, right? So wait, what is your best cake that you're still proud of to this day? Oh yeah, I'd love to show it if you want to share. Is it you're on Frank's Discord, I'm assuming. You won't finish? What happened, Frank? Sure. What time is it? Oh, it's 11:56. So I'm not gonna finish the Murkrow. I probably won't finish coloring this either. We're so close. Okay, I'll bring it up in just a minute. I also am probably not going to finish this. Ah, so close, man. Yeah, I'm probably not going to finish this by midnight, clearly. At least I need to finish the lines before I stop. I'm going to do these lines, and then I'm going to share rough sketch and cake. Always share cake. Okay, those came out pretty good. I'm happy with those for sure. Okay, all right, as promised, finished lines, save. Okay. Fallen refuse. Oh, is that like a certification? Certification? Sorry, that was terrible. I'll go now. All right, but not before I share this. Frankfurt, yes. All right, so yes, this is the cake. That is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Was this like a wedding cake? Yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. I love all the roses on it. Oh, this is great. It doesn't really matter for the decorating side, but I'm curious, do you remember what flavor it was? Sorry. Now I just really want cake. Oh my gosh. You have 200 cakes? Holy moly. Wow. So you have a lot of experience. White and chocolate. Okay. That makes sense. Cakes and cupcakes. So this is like your absolute favorite? It's so good. You did a really good job. Okay. While you're looking, I'm going to share because Frank is next. Let's see. Hold on a second. This probably is not trimmed correctly. Give me a second. There we are. There we go. All right. Better. Okay. I like it. I did not see this coming. That's pretty good. I like this one. I'm glad. I know you were working on some of the remasters, but I'm glad you're working on some new stuff as well. This one definitely made me chuckle. Yeah. It took an hour to try. It was like sculpting clay. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, I think you got the posing exactly right, though. It was worth it. It definitely, it feels right. I know sometimes when you like end up having to overwork something, like work something over and over again, it kind of gets that weird overworked, and you finally just settle on something because you're tired of it. But this does not look like that. This looks, you got it just right. I like it. Dive bomb. If Loosey Goosey was a movie, what actor voices Goose? I'm curious. Yes, I do like panel 3. I think it's really nice. It's good that you've switched up the view there. It gives the context shift, and also it sets up because now we're focusing on like, oh, what's the kite doing? La la la, you know, and kind of it makes the reveal on panel 4, I think, have a little more impact. Oh, I love these fallen. Okay, let me. Well, Frank is thinking about that. Let me bring more cake to the stream. These are really cute. Like, this makes me think a lot of like the kind of stuff they show on like some of those compilation videos. Like Bradley Cooper, like Rocket Raccoon. I could see that. That would really work well. It was hard picking your favorites. They were dark. Like, what was the hardest part of it, would you say? Some unicorn cupcake cakes as well. Like, I like the ribbon around here. That looks really cool how that came out. And also the mains. Oh my gosh. The cupcake cake is in the shape of a head. Cool. I should check out the other stuff as well. Oh, that's pretty. The sprinkles. I could see that. Yeah, looking at that, like, oh my gosh. The do you have to, like, hold on, does it actually all show up? Yeah. Do you have to pack them all on there? Like, how do you, like, somehow, they couldn't really roll it, I wouldn't imagine, once you get, is it like fondant underneath with like the sprinkles, or is it like a buttercream? How did you do that? There's where I put my water. Before you stack the cake. Buttercream and water. Oh, okay. You see my face behind us. I'm like, ooh, cake. I'm gonna be so hungry when I finish stream, you guys. Wait, what? Oh, Frank. For a second, I thought that Fallen had typed that. I'm like, really? I mean, maybe Frank's right. I don't know. With tweezers, right? One sprinkle at a time. Place each individual one. She said you're not wrong. Might have still. Wow. Yeah, part of me was imagining it was like a fondant and then you would just like roll it across, but yeah. Wow. Yeah, I can see how that would be a lot of effort to get those in there. It felt like one at a time sometimes. If the froth, yeah. Hence the water. That makes sense, yeah. Oh, this came out really good. This is really pretty too. I like that. Is it harder to do the roses kind of like a little bit smaller like that? Like they seem smaller, a lot smaller than like the wedding cake one. Just share cake until you run out over the next streams? Yeah, absolutely. Is that really? It's crazy. Interesting. Like you don't have to do each. Do you have to do each petal individually, or is it all just like a tip and you just squeeze it out and boom, it's done? You still know how to do names for your bakery days? That's cool. I didn't know you worked in a bakery too, Frank. And also, I forgot when I was amongst your skills that I was listing, I forgot your like encyclopedic knowledge of coffee. I just had the weirdest picture, Frank, of you being an armed guard in like a bank or something where there's like complimentary coffee. And like you're diving across the thing to like swat like old stale coffee out of somebody's hand. I totally see it. Oh, that's really cool. Man, you guys had cool college jobs. Maybe the guy from Black Hawk Down likes making coffee. Yeah. Well, these are really pretty. I really like the red and white combinations. They're just so sharp together, especially with the chocolate cake. Water for cakes. Yeah, I kind of figured. Don't drink. Don't drink this water, genius. Meanwhile, like, I'm drinking from my water bottle and it has water for cakes written on the side. Wouldn't that be something? You hated the baker. Wait, what was the beef with the baker? Oh, the bakery. Gotcha. I thought it was like specifically the baker. Like, I can't stand that guy. Thinks he's so great with his cakes. This is awesome. Well, this is fun. I love that Fallen has like a cake portfolio. Like that's awesome. Yeah, that's a problem. That seems like that would be a big problem. Really? Did you guys ever were you there at the same time? It was a Star Wars cake, the first one you ever did? Wait. So I'm guessing you looked up details to put in, I'm assuming, if you hadn't seen Star Wars. Wait, we've talked about this, right? You were working at the bakery while Katie was learning to decorate. Nice. Oh, your cakes are based off the designs. Nice. That's pretty fun. Like, I'm sure it's less fun when you're doing it, you know, with deadlines and all this extra stuff you have to do. But it seems really cool. I love that kind of stuff. You couldn't freestyle? Okay. It makes sense. For something like Sam's Club, you probably have to be pretty consistent. Dude. Yes. I remember. Oh, yeah. You know what? You know what? We've had such crazy, like, rapid recent inflation. I feel like maybe it's slightly less old sounding when we say things like that. Because it's like, I remember when blah was like cheaper. Well, yeah, that was a year ago or a year and a half ago. Yes, Fallen, 100%. I'm sold. Let's do it. Cupcake or cupcake of the week. I'm 100% in on this. Yeah, it's things aren't great. And you know what's weird? This is the second time I've had this conversation today. I was actually in a meeting with my supervisor. With yeah, and he's a great guy, so we always get into these like tangent conversations, and desserts of the week. Yeah, we good with that. I'm good with desserts of the week. Anyway, yeah, we were talking about stuff, and even just talking about the cost of like just like meat at the grocery store, how crazy it is now. Yeah, that's funny. You ever notice how sometimes you find yourself like you're not bringing it up, but you just find yourself in the same conversation? Like it just seems to be a topic that's on everyone's mind. Also, you ever notice how sometimes you get better sleep and feel more tired? It's good times. Good times. Yeah, so guys, I think that's pretty much where I'm gonna leave off. I will color in these guys next week, and really just one more Pokemon to draw. So this won't be a full stream to finish. Frank, I love it. We have a command for this now. It's got to happen now. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, so here's the plan. Next week, I will spend a little bit of time, maybe a short bit, finishing this. Or I could just finish it off stream, because I do think, Frank, if you're game next week to do the do Magma and finish the comic, we could do that. That would be cool. Yeah. All right, so I'll kind of play it by ear, but maybe I'll try to just finish this one off, because there's not much really left to go drawing this. Oh, thanks for updating that, Frank. Yeah, maybe I'll finish this Chandelure piece off stream. We'll see. I mean, either way, even if I finish it up next week, there should be time to do comic in Magma, but I don't want to like have a situation where I end up running over and then we just don't get to do it. So maybe I'll nudge it forward so it's really quick to finish. Jeff stream for 10 more hours. Oh, you found my secret weakness. Rolling d20s. I rolled a 3. No. Well, guys, we're in for 10 more hours. So much for sleep. Better make some coffee. Oh my gosh. Could you even imagine? You would not get tired of me in 10 hours? Are you sure about that? Wait. I'm waiting. Sorry. I was ready. Frank isn't even going to be awake for another hour, let alone 10. Oh, yeah, probably true. At some point I would start nodding off. Or actually, I do the thing where I'm trying so hard to stay awake, and I'm forcing my eyes to stay open, but they can't focus any longer. So then my eyes just start like crossing. This happened to me in grad school a lot, in lectures. There was a specific class. It was like really, it was like right after lunch. It was just a bad setup. Frank, you added a September command. Oh my goodness. Give me your money. I didn't actually say that. But, wow, look at me. I'm part of September. That's incredible. And I will just throw out there, September is my birthday month. We'll probably do at some point later in the month some sort of birthday celebratory stream. I don't know what that means right now. I think I've actually streamed on my birthday at least once in the 2+ years I've been streaming. But usually it was just a normal grandpa turns 1,000. I am 1,000 years old. It's true. Looks so good when you are 900 years old. You will not. That's my Yoda impression. Thanks, guys. I hope it wasn't terrible. Yeah. It looks so good when 900 years old you are, you will not. I think that's the actual quote. Is that right, Frank? You're about to just show her Star Wars and make her keep it a secret. Oh, so is this like it's a matter of pride now, not wanting to give in after having gone this long without seeing it? You forgot the quote. I mean, at this point though, like even without seeing the movies, like culturally, you kind of know the story, I'm assuming, and the characters. Her bestie Chris is supposed to show her. Gotcha. You faked first playthroughs on Twitch streams before and gotten away with it. You faked first. Oh goodness. I'm aware that those games are supposed to be really good. I have not played any of them, admittedly. They seem like games that have a lot of dramatic reveals, so I can imagine that would be an impressive fake first playthrough. Start with True Colors. Listen, at this point, it's just throw it on my massive video game backlog that I'm probably never going to work through. There's a lot. There's a lot. You started with True Colors. I know very little about how many games there are, what all of them are. Life is Strange 1 is annoying to play if you aren't a teenage girl. Okay. That might then prove some challenges for me. Maybe. Possibly. Fallen even gave up on it. Okay, wow. All right. You started to hate it. Oh gosh. Interesting. Yeah, I know virtually nothing about them. Oh, I can see that being a big reason. That would make it extra hard. Okay. Yeah, one of those characters that can sometimes give you some what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, it's just frustrating actions, super selfish. Is that like part of the story though? Are you supposed to kind of not like that character at that point? Each game is a different set of characters. Gotcha. Nope, every teenage girl loves. Okay, so it's just it's a character that maybe was not written for you. Maybe? I don't know. I am not a particularly discerning person, I would say, in my media. Like, I find something to like about pretty much everything. I'd much rather, even if I saw something that most people would qualify as terrible, I just kind of prefer to be like, oh, but I like this thing in it. That was pretty cool. I could see the idea they had, or, oh, I was confused here, but like, I get what they wanted to do, and that was a cool idea. Just selfish and uses trauma as an excuse. Fair. She's just misunderstood. I mean, isn't this kind of, you know, people in real life do this too. Okay, yeah. I mean, I feel like I get it. I get the type of character that it is, for sure. Oh man, good old Wii Shop channel music. She's the worst. They had to make a whole game to make her likable, and she's still terrible. So I'm guessing from the title that the game takes place before whatever trauma she experienced. I mean, that would make sense. Okay. Well, I'll take into account. I don't game a whole lot these days. Most of my gaming now is like on weekends I'll play Minecraft with the kids or Mario Kart. Because he plays 2 Hispanic boys. That's cool. So they really do a good job of switching up the protagonists and giving you a full different story. Each one is like 2 hours. 2 hours is a lot of time. when you have 2 kids, and yeah. I'm guessing there's points you can save in between, though. Just stay up 2 hours longer. Right. So I'm guessing it sounds like that's one of your favorite games, Frank? Oh, nice. That's always good. Even the twist at the end. Spoilers, man. No, just kidding. You had to guide. Hey, there's no harm in a little guidance. That's what I say. So that kind of thing is helpful though. Like, I remember when I first played Final Fantasy X, because I tend to be like a completionist on stuff, and there was like one like late game thing that you couldn't collect unless you did a thing at the very beginning of the game, that there was no like instruction that you needed to do it. So I think I had gotten like 10 hours into the game, and I found out that I realized that I had missed something that I needed for later. So I had to restart the whole playthrough. That was a pain. So, public service announcement: if you're playing Final Fantasy X and you want to get all the summons, you need to use the destruction sphere in all the temples. Just FYI. Don't be me. Alright. Thank you, Frank. I think this is a good segue point. I probably actually should sleep. I know you beat me in the roll, but I cannot do 10 hours. I do not have that in me today. Yeah, so I think we'll wrap up here. So I think next week we'll do some magma drawing with Frank. We'll work on that comic. I'm looking forward to that. And maybe I'll have a little bit to finish up on this one. Maybe we could do the magma comic first and see if there's time. Otherwise, I could work on this one off stream. Either way, we're mostly done with this Chandelure illustration. 10-hour comic-a-thon. Oh. I'm not saying for next week. That is actually a really fun idea, and I'm going to think about what we can do with that. Yeah. Maybe we can do something with that another time. Wait. Okay. Waiting. Perfect Mandalorian timing. Frank, are you just seeing how long you can make me like stand here waiting? No, that's not what I said. All right, we'll figure it out. Maybe. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying yes. I'm saying maybe. Kool-Aid still isn't that deep. Fair. Yeah, so definitely next week, Frank, as long as you're game for it, we'll work on that comic in Magma. We'll see what the status, whether this comic is just done by then, or whether I'll try to finish up at some point down the road. But it'll be fun. Do something different. Yeah. Frank already hit my schedule command, but yeah, you can always. I plan. Talk. Thursday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern time is when I stream. So I plan on being back next week. That's when we'll do the Magma comic stream. One of these days, I'm legit just gonna sit down and start streaming while I'm, drawing on the sofa anyway, with Ash. I'll try to post a story or something in Twitch beforehand. It may be just short notice. So if you want to see that, just make sure you're following and have notifications on. But aside from that, if you're looking for more of my work or the work that Ashley and I do together, you can find us at our socials, which is WagWorksGA, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. And of course, you can also check out our website, wagworksga.com. That's more portfolio pieces, a blog, links to some of our other stuff. Yeah, what else? That's about it. You can also see our work over at CoreToons. You've been seeing that command coming through for a while now, but it's just you can view those comics over at our Substack page, or now we have a website that I will actually get a command going for later once we get the site a bit more established. But it's on its way. It's getting there. Yeah, and of course, Frank, did you already do Frankstagram? You did, right? We should do it again. Go check out Frank. His comics are great. He's a fun guy. And you should also go follow him here on Twitch and go watch his streams. I actually caught a couple minutes of your stream earlier this week. I was only able to hop in for a minute or two. I wasn't gonna just like chat just to drop out, but it was good seeing you back online. So please give Frank a follow. He's an awesome mod and also a great comic artist and fun to watch. She made you. I mean, really, that's not a bad situation to be in, to be fair. But, all right. I think that actually does cover everything. So thank you, everybody, for coming by. If you've been lurking this whole time, hey, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. This is a lurk positive stream. If you're watching the VODs, either on Twitch or YouTube, thank you. That is another great way to support me. Please feel free to leave a comment, a follow, a subscribe, a like. Whatever is appropriate and whatever you feel like doing. Any of it is helpful to me, and I sure do appreciate it. Back to my tomb. Come on now. Hey. Yep, there we go. So, yeah, that'll do it. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Fallen. It was good hanging out, and I will see you guys next week. I hope you have a great night, and I hope you have a great week. Bye.